first person is Rishabh. Hi Rishabh, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Same here. Good to see a few of them again.
Yeah.
In fact, there's so many new people today.
Yes, a lot, na?
Yeah.
All right. So we are chasing short duration. We've got a lot of participants. So let's hear
Yeah,
you.
I won't take much time. It's going to be not more than a minute and a half. In fact, much less than that.
Super.
Uh, I've written on love again. Um uh, I'm not an expert, but just tried a few lines here. So I'll start. Yep. So it says few days of quarantine. Some things they shared, some were left behind. He expected a lot more while she needed her own sweet time. Expressing emotions, sharing stories, intense was their instant connection, but the speed at which they drove needed some correction. He loved deep talks, he thrived for attention, but look, she had a different intention. He was fresh and full of spirits, he had enough to overflow upon her and everyone, but sadly he wasn't appreciated by her or anyone. He thought she got close, but in reality she was yet far. He assumed he was in her circle, but harsh reality was he was nowhere in her radar. She had priorities, to him, she was the only one. He was giving it everything, while for her it was just fun. Making him wait for hours, she cared less, leaving him and his emotions in a complete mess. Soon, with time, he realized she wasn't his future wife. With gathered hopes and strength, he moved on in his life. That's about it.
Sweet. Very sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that was Rishabh. Coming up next is Arpita. Hi, Arpita.
Hi. So first of all, I would like to thank Clap to allow me to present my poem. So here I start. Story of the past. She comes with the small break. She comes when there's a lush green. She strength and vigor with elegance in her figure. She comes flaring the light of acrimony. Every decade, every year, or every minute you say, when cruelty rings in the corner of the street, she comes. Let's fear no more. Let's wake up this dawn. As she comes when all paths fall prey. She comes when there's a lush green grass. When cruelty rings in the corner of the street, she comes, scratching those evilish eyes and tying up those devilish hands. This dawn, let's walk up. Let's fear no more. Who is she? As she comes, full of rage. Who is she? She is present in every mother, every sister, every daughter, every wife. She is a deity in disguise. Thank you.
That was sweet. Right from the heart. All right. Thank you, Arpita. That was lovely. Next up is Anuja. Yes, Anuja, we got
Hello. Hi, ma'am.
hi.
Uh, so my name is Anuja Haldar. I'm a English master student from the English and Foreign Languages University. I am so thankful for this opportunity, and I'm really nervous, though it's a video call. So I'd start by reading it. Okay. Okay. So the title of my poem is Broken. A broken plant nurtured with care, a broken heart full of despair, a broken limb trying to fare, a broken dream of being a pair, a broken voice tired of glare, a broken want of escaping in flare, a broken past yet bold and bare, a broken strand of experienced grey hair, a broken way yet striving stare, a broken name intermittently rare, a broken promise just to aware, a broken soul mirroring the prayer, a broken one who unearths the lair, a struggle to find a way to share. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you.
That was sweet.
Thank you, ma'am.
Quite heartfelt, quite an emotional note. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you so much. All right, guys, coming up next, Tanvi Gandhi.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So hi everyone once again. I'm here on this meeting for the first time and I've done something very small and it's my first time to try something. Well, I thanked my husband Rishabh for inspiring me for writing few lines so that I could join in for today's meeting. So here how it goes. It's a very small story about a teenage girl and how she is left broken by her first love.
Okay.
He was her best friend, and so was she. Little did they know how their life would be. Not letting her fall for him was his mission, but falling in love with him was her destination. If she was earth, he was sky, waiting for him to fall, but time would fly. To each other, they were constant source of inspiration. What they had was beyond any relation. He was always there like a sky looking over her. At last, she was earth and gave up knowing she could never have. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, that was short and sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tanvi, so much. Okay, do we have Subbalakshmi?
Yeah, hi, this is Lakshmi here.
Hi, Subbalakshmi.
Hi, hi. So, yeah, by profession, I'm a Bharatanatyam dancer, but I write short stories and poems for children too.
Oh,
So,
lovely.
one of the poems, yeah. By profession, a teacher. I'm teaching in Hyderabad Public School. I belong to Hyderabad. So, I've written a short and a sweet poem for children, and this has just come because the situation is like this. So, I wanted to inspire children by writing some short stories and poems. So that's how I've come with this poem. And this poem is in Hindi.
All right.
बूंद में छोटी सी, बूंद में छोटी सी फुदक फुदक के आई, बूंद में छोटी सी फुदक फुदक के आई, झिल मिलाते गाते गाते गान में ऐसा गाई, बादल की गर्जन से, बादल की गर्जन से, पेड़ों की उलझन में, पेड़ों की उलझन में, पत्तों की सरसहाट से, चिड़ियों की चहचहाट से अपनी धुन में गाई। ऐसी है मेरी ये वाणी, ऐसी है मेरी ये वाणी, जो तुमको मैं सुनाऊं, आज और कल सबको मैं बतलाऊं, कि कभी नहीं अपने को कम समझो, कि कभी नहीं अपने को कम समझो, क्योंकि बूंद बूंद से ही बनती है सागर, क्योंकि बूंद बूंद से ही बनती है सागर. So this is a short and something which I wrote for the children to inspire.
Very sweet, very inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right. Coming up next, Madhumita Bhaumik. Hi, Madhumita. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, good evening. Hi, this is Madhumita Bhaumik and I am from Meghalaya and I am an educationist by profession and I do write poems and short stories as well. Okay. So I wrote a poem, as we all know that we are going through a very tough situation and it's quite overwhelming these days for all of us. Yeah. So for which I've written a poem just a few hours back and which I would be reading and sharing with all of you. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, let's start it. So it feels overwhelming when life could have been different, but hardly wishes are fulfilled, no matter how many pilgrimages we went. It feels overwhelming when we don't get the love we give so freely to people who are always kept above. It feels overwhelming to not end up in a job for the one we worked hard and our peace has been robbed. It feels overwhelming when we see the discomfort in the world and we sit and pray for relief. It feels overwhelming when there is so much pain, too many deaths, and a lot of rain. It feels overwhelming when the world is shut, work has been closed, salaries have been cut. It feels overwhelming more than it has ever been to remain confined to our cages for a virus which cannot be seen. It feels overwhelming to see people around desperately crying on roads, but very little help can be found. It feels overwhelming when houses are blown away. The graph of misery seems to increase day by day. It is indeed overwhelming, no matter how much we try. We will feel the hurt increasing, we will see people die. It will be over, but first we'll bleed. The day we would sit and discuss that 2020 was overwhelming indeed. Thank you.
Wow. This is like, I think, most of us right now. Thank you so much for that. All right. Coming up next is Hirmi Patel.
Hello.
Hi, Hirmi.
Actually, I am a 12th science student belonging to a small town of Gujarat.
Okay.
And what I've written for today is in Hindi. And it is based on the strength of women. So without wasting time, I'd like to start. The title is मैं सिर्फ वो नहीं जो दिखाई देती हूँ, मैं सिर्फ वो चांद नहीं जो अंधेरों में रोशनी की आशा बनूं, मैं वो सूर्य भी हूँ जो उन अंधेरों पर अपना खौफ बनाए रखती हूँ, मैं सिर्फ वो बारिश नहीं जो अपनी खुशबू सौंधी मिट्टी में छोड़ जाऊं, मैं वो धूप भी हूँ जो प्रत्येक कण में जीवन भरती हूँ, मैं सिर्फ वो जलधारा नहीं जो समय के वेग से बहकर भी खुद पे संयम का बांध बांधी, मैं वो आग भी हूँ जो दिलों की गहराई तक जज्बे और उम्मीद का चिराग जलाए रखती हूँ, मैं सिर्फ वो ख्वाब नहीं जो किसी के दिल में किसी की आंखों में कैद हूँ, मैं वो हकीकत हूँ जिसने नींदों का जुर्माना भर कर जन्म लिया हो, मैं यूं ही प्रत्यक्ष स्वतंत्र रहती हूँ, मैं सिर्फ वो शोर नहीं जो गूंज के सुनाई पड़ता हो, मैं वो सन्नाटा भी हूँ जिसकी आहट से दिल की धड़कनें बढ़ जाती है, मैं सिर्फ वो बेचैनी नहीं जो नामुमकिन को मुमकिन करने पे मजबूर करे, मैं वो सुकून भी हूँ जो कठिन परिश्रम के बाद ही मिल सकूं, मैं सिर्फ नन्ही परी नहीं हूँ पापा की जो नाजों से पली बड़ी हो, मैं हीरा हूँ जो तपा है कोयले की खान से निकलकर, जिसे चोट देकर तराशा गया, मैं सिर्फ ममता का भंडार नहीं जिसने अपना सब कुछ बल्कि अपने आप को ही समर्पित कर दिया हो, मैं अपने अस्तित्व का सार हूँ, मैं जननी का गुरूर हूँ, मैं अपने ईश्वर का अभिमान हूँ, मैं कौन हूँ, क्यों मौन हूँ, इन्हीं सवालों के जवाबों की तलाश में उलझी से दिखाई पड़ती हूँ, मैं सहज हूँ या अत्यंत ही मुश्किल, या बस चलती ही रहने वाली कहानी जो केवल हृदय से सुनाई देती हूँ, मैं असंभव पे संभवता का वर्चस्व हूँ, मैं खुद में ही समस्त ब्रह्मांड छुपाए रखती हूँ, मैं गरिमा हूँ मानव जाति की, मैं नारी हूँ, मैं सिर्फ वो नहीं जो दिखाई देती हूँ, मैं असीम हूँ, संभव कल्पना से भी ऊंची उड़ान भरती हूँ, मैं केवल क्षितिज नहीं सितारे छू जाने की क्षमता रखती हूँ, मैं इतनी दृढ़ निष्ठा रखती हूँ कि रोज अपने आप से लड़ती हूँ, कि रोज अपने आप के लिए आगे बढ़ती हूँ।
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for that, Hirmi. It was really, really beautiful. Okay. So coming up next is Rohin Matthew.
Yeah, hi. Am I
Hi.
audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so my name is Rohan Matthew and I'm from Mumbai. The piece that I have written is a thing that I think we all might relate. It's related to the vibe friend. I think in our lives, we have all met this person whom we just connect to. They might not be our best friend. We might not spend most of our time with them. But whenever we meet, we just connect. So the poem goes by The Vibe Friend. In this ever competitive world, where trusting someone seems a task, life has shown us people all over just to understand that everyone has a mask. Time passes by, bonds grow stronger. Still, there remains a doubt. Should I trust him any longer? Out of nowhere, then you meet someone, those innocent eyes, sparkling and saying that I too have gone through a lot much. The concept of resonance then comes to play. That one eye contact unleashes everything to display. Some call it vibe. Some say that you just connect. Maybe no perfect definition stands there to describe my vibe friend. The childish happy person that is now caged in them. The way they smile has a story to tell. But somehow, you were the only one who could see past them. I think there's still no definition for a vibe friend. When their thoughts start matching those of yours, you start wondering, where were you all this time long? They say that it takes a long time to have an impact. Here there were two unknowns proving it wrong by their act. No expectations, no wants. You just rejoice when you walk along. A small conversation with them strikes a chord, just makes you feel that this is where you belong. Imaginations then start building up. If would have met earlier, what great BFFs they would have become. But sometimes you should let things be. Actual beauty of it remains in keeping it in a way it's meant to be. People like these are rare to sight. If you find them, make sure you keep in touch time to time. Just make sure you don't choke them, cause you may never know, they may no more be your white friend. Let's keep them far away from this world of definition and enjoy this beautiful relation. Thank you.
Wow, that was very, very sweet. Very relatable also. Thank you for those lovely thoughts, Rohin. Okay, coming up next, Ragini.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm Ragini from Bikaner, Rajasthan. एंड मैं जो पोएम आपको सुनाने जा रही हूँ, जैसा अभी जो माहौल चल रहा है, हम लोग लॉकडाउन में हैं, अपने घरों में कैद हैं, तो कुछ फीलिंग्स हैं, हम लोग सोचते हैं कि पता नहीं कब हमारी पुरानी लाइफ वापस लौटेगी। हिंदी में पोएम है और इसका टाइटल है सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। तो गति का पर्याय है जिंदगी, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। पटरियों पर धड़धड़ाती रेलगाड़ियां, कारखानों में खटर पटर, दुकानों के खुलते बंद होते शटर, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। सड़कों पर वाहनों की चिल्ल पों, एक दूसरे से आगे निकल जाने की होड़ और वक्त को भी पीछे छोड़ देने की दौड़, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। रेहड़ी ठेलों को धकेलते मजदूर, बसों और रेलों की वो धक्का मुक्की, थड़ियों पर चाय की चुस्की, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। मंदिरों में घंटों खड़ी भीड़ की कतार, चौपाल में हुक्के की गुड़गुड़, सिनेमा की खचाखच भरी खिड़की और हाँ बस स्टॉप पर स्कार्फ ओढ़े खड़ी वो लड़की, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। शहनाइयों की गूंज, ढोल की आवाज, बारात में नागिन की बीन पर झूमता कोई यार, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। मोहल्ले के नुक्कड़ पे बैठे चार यार, ताश के पत्तों में घुलता वो प्यार, ऑफिस के कैंटीन में दोस्तों की गुफ्तगू, ठहाकों का शोर, घर जल्दी लौट जाने की जुगाड़, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। परिंदे लौट जाएंगे फिर से अपने शहर, हवाओं में घुलेगा फिर से प्रदूषण का जहर, इंसान की अक्लमंदी का प्रकृति पर कहर, सब कुछ लौटने लगेगा। फिर से दौड़ेगी जिंदगी उसी रफ्तार पर, बैठे हैं हम जिसके इंतजार में। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू मैम।
Very sweet, very sweet. Yeah, we will at last at some point get back to normal, but until then, we survive and we stay strong. Okay, coming up next is Fauzana. Hi, Fauzana.
Hi, my name is Fauzana. I'm fourth stand. I'm just taking online classes from fourth standard, and I'm doing a small poem on the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay.
So I don't have any topics for this. Just a poem. Coronavirus warnings are out every day in every single way. The government assures safety even during play. Coronavirus is a barrier, for health workers are our savior. Stay at home, stay safe are not just cautions, for coronavirus is a place with actions. Coronavirus is like a venomous snake, for the government need prevention to take. So let's just stay at home just to be safe.
Thank you. Do we have Mamta?
Yes, hello ma'am.
Hi.
मैं ममता गोयल दिल्ली से और
Hello.
अपनी हिंदी में कविता आप लोगों के सामने रख रही हूँ। यहाँ पर उपस्थित सभी को सादर नमन करती हूँ और अपना कविता पाठ आरंभ करने से पहले 2 लाइनें रखती हूँ। आज मेरी कलम आपका दिल छू जाएगी, आज मेरी कलम आपका दिल छू जाएगी, कुछ छाप के सुनेगी, कुछ अपना सुना जाएगी। गर्मी की छुट्टियों का सभी बच्चों को इंतजार रहता है, बच्चों को ही नहीं महिलाओं को भी। तो उसी पर आधारित मेरी आज की कविता है, तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। एक रोमांचक कविता है, ध्यान से सुनिएगा। जा रही हूँ मायके, जा रही हूँ मायके, अब तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। जा रही हूँ मायके, अब तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। माना कि लॉकडाउन है अभी, पर गर्मी की छुट्टियां भी तो आने वाली हैं। खुल गई है ट्रेनें, खुल गई हैं ट्रेनें, और मेरी टिकटों की कंफर्मेशन भी आने वाली है। जा रही हूँ मायके, अब तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। खाने की रोज रोज नई नई फरमाइशें अब और नहीं पूरी होने वाली हैं। खुल गई है तुम्हारी दुकान और अब मेरी बंद होने वाली है। जा रही हूँ मायके, अब तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। देखो, लॉकडाउन में तुम्हें सब कुछ सिखाया था। नॉर्थ डिश, साउथ डिश और चाइनीज सब कुछ बना बना कर खिलाया था। अब तुम्हारी किसी बहाने से मेरी इच्छा नहीं बदलने वाली है। जा रही हूँ मायके, अब तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। ज्यादा खुश मत होना, अभी कोई काम वाली बाई घर पे नहीं आने वाली है। वो जो मोप लाए थे ना तुम मेरे लिए, अब वही तुम्हारे काम आने वाली है। जा रही हूँ मायके, अब तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। मॉल और सिनेमा सभी बंद रहे, मॉल और सिनेमा अभी बंद रहेंगे, इसलिए ऑफिस से सीधा घर पर ही आना। और अगर टाइम पास ना हो तो अलमारी से कपड़े निकालकर तह ठीक से जमाना, क्योंकि इन कपड़ों से परफ्यूम की खुशबू ही अब तुम्हें मेरा एहसास कराने वाली है। जा रही हूँ मायके, अब तुम्हें मेरी याद सताने वाली है। धन्यवाद।
काफी हास्य रस वाली थी. Thank you so much for that. Yes, Sanvi, we got you.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
My name is Sanvi and I'm a 14-year-old from Bengaluru. I have a passion for writing, be it poetry or fictional stories. Recently, my first short story book has been published on Amazon Kindle. Today, I will be reciting a poem which I wrote on account of International Tiger Day. I hope you all like it. The title of the poem is Until Then. In the residence of the savannah lives one feared by all, with a tangerine color, shades of red here and there. Your textured skin girdled with black, a wonderful creation by him, really. With white, sharp teeth inherited from the saber-tooth, you stand tall amidst them all. There once was a time wherein you ran and prayed, but now the circumstance is completely changed. You were supposed to be free, free to run, free to pray, free to live. But I wonder why you are here, trapped like a bird in its cage, like an innocent man unable to escape his woes. In the cold blood of our desires will be the reason why we snatch the beauty of nature, of God to be precise. O Raja, you are believably our nation's pride, but I reckon who treats an eminent like this? It would certainly be my greatest desire to wake up to a world full of love and pride for its treasures. But until then, my friend, until then. Thank you.
Very beautiful, Sanvi. Thank you so much for sharing that. Can we have Urvashi, please?
Hello,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hi, hello everyone. My name is Urvashi and I am a housewife. This is my first chance. So my poem is all about being strong. How we think being strong and the poem ends is how we can be a strong person. So here we start. Being strong is a tough task when you pretend, when you think everything is in your control, when each and every comment or compliment start affecting you. It gets harder when you are not ready to accept the fact, when you engage yourself in chasing and procrastinating things. Take a break, look at yourself, ask yourself, is it all worthy enough? Let's go think, let go things, regret, anger, guilt, worry, fear, argument, and calm down. All your efforts, hard work, sacrifices, intentions, plan, failure, concern, all are stepping stones that ensures your ultimate success. You can't control, there is a limit. There is a flow where you can't resist. It will take energy, sweat, blood, and heartache, and much more. But you can't enforce. You're just a paw of a chessboard where you ask to give your best and keep giving it until your last breath. Without any suggestion and any amendment, all you need to do is play your part, try not to interrupt. There must be a storm inside your mind, flood of emotion seeking sides. You must be trapped in logical fights, but you can't do miracles that dives the sky. So all you need to do is learn to practice divine and defeat demon inside. You are stupid finding motivation outside, inspirations and bite for doing what's right. Can't you get a silly point just doing tasks that are assigned, and you will end up with being right? Just be what you are, just do what you can, follow your heart, take your brain, express love, forget trains, just mind your own, and kind to all. Greet with smile. Don't get jealous. You never know what others are battling with. So be generous and remember you are complete, you are full of life, you are unique, so need not to mess. Yes, you need improvement, like plants need leaflets, but remember the seasons you can't be same, but you can't be the same. Time is changing and be a change. Just accept the change. Go with the flow, enjoy the moment because you never know when was the sunrise and when will be the sunset. Thank you.
You've got a personal cheerleader there. All right. Thank you. That was extremely motivating and inspiring. Thank you for those lovely words, Urvashi. All right. Next up is Vandana Pandey.
हेलो
Hi, good
हाँ
evening.
हाँ गुड इवनिंग सभी को मेरा नमस्कार और आपने मुझे यहाँ बुलाया ये एक मौका दिया इसके लिए मैं आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ आप लोग मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं ना
हाँ जी
मैं एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर हूँ हिंदी विषय में ही और कविताएं लिखती हूँ आज मौका है कि मैं आप लोगों को अपनी एक कविता सुनाती हूँ मेरी कविता है प्रेम ये 2 अंशों में है तो पहला अंश है प्रेम लिखा है प्रेम को बार बार कवियों ने लिखा है प्रेम को बार बार कवियों ने कहा भी है प्रेमियों ने अनगिनत बार आवेग में भरकर एक दूसरे से हाँ मुझे प्रेम है तुमसे हाँ मुझे प्रेम है तुमसे चखा है प्रेम का वर्जित स्वाद कभी ना कभी सभी ने सोचती हूँ कि ये जो लिखने कहने चखने से कहीं परे अनकहा अनछुआ सा रह जाता है वह क्या कहलाता है सोचती हूँ ये जो लिखने कहने चखने से कहीं परे अनकहा अनछुआ सा रह जाता है वह क्या कहलाता है बेआहट बेखटके अनायास ही चुपचाप पास आकर बैठ जाता है और पलक झपकते ही गुम हो जाता है पीछे छोड़ जाता है एक एहसास और एक अंतहीन प्रतीक्षा तो प्रेम का दूसरा नाम प्रतीक्षा भी है तो दूसरा अंश प्रतीक्षा जीवन में प्रेम की प्रतीक्षा पहली बारिश की फूल के खिलने की प्रतीक्षा दरवाजे पर खड़ी बच्चों की राह तकती माँ की प्रतीक्षा एक उम्मीद को जन्म देती है प्रतीक्षा सुनी पगडंडी को उसके राही की पेड़ को प्रतीक्षा चिड़ियों के घोंसले में लौट आने की उदास मौसम को फूलों की प्रतीक्षा नित नए स्वप्न जगाती है इस बावले मन को तुम्हारे होने की प्रतीक्षा और जब होते हो तो एक नजर देख लेने की प्रतीक्षा किन किन रूपों में तुम्हारी स्मृतियों में बस जाने की प्रतीक्षा बार बार मुझे जीना सिखाती है बार बार मुझे जीना सिखाती है धन्यवाद
बहुत ही खूबसूरत, बहुत ही खूबसूरत. Thank you so much for that. We have Swati Prasad joining us next.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Swati
Hi.
Prasad. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I am an academician and I'm a research scholar too. So poetry is one of my weaknesses, I would say. And I'm very happy to share with you one of my latest poem, and it is titled, I Am Not Ashamed. These days, newspapers degrade my mental peace with its venomous news of violence around. I'm not ashamed of those burning campus riots, but I am definitely ashamed of those autocratic arrogance. I'm not ashamed of their religious proclamations, but I'm definitely ashamed of their insanity that cuts the secular edge of our constitution. Women are being raped and burned on roads. I'm not ashamed of those mentally sick butchers, but I'm definitely ashamed of our stoic justice, which sets them free. Relationships go weird in the path of pleasure, killing each other for more viridescent pastures. I'm not ashamed of those Vincent FB trolls, but I'm definitely ashamed of that dirty mother who killed her child and husband for her caustic boyfriend. I'm not ashamed. I'm really not ashamed of this mentally mental society, but I'm definitely ashamed of my helplessness in this insincere vacuity. Thank you.
Wow, quite deep. Thank you for that, Swati. Okay, St. Xavier's is Dazzleen. Okay, all right.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Hello.
good evening. Hi.
Hello. Actually, I'm an accountant in St. Xavier's English Medium School, so I have to use this account every time. So sorry for
Sure,
that.
no problem.
Okay. I shall speak. It's a Hindi poem which I have written recently. Here it goes. बस एक सॉरी, बस एक सॉरी और काश तुम मेरे साथ होते. I wish मैं अपने इस बेचारे दिल को यह समझा पाती कि तुम मेरे पास नहीं हो और ना कभी आ पाओगे मेरे पास. पता है मैं अब भी उस कॉलेज गेट पे तुम्हारा इंतजार करती हूँ. आशा करती हूँ कि तुम मुझे फिर एक बार लिफ्ट दो. You know, just like old times. हमारी यह स्वीट सी लव स्टोरी उन लाइब्रेरी के बीच स्टार्ट हुई थी जब तुम और तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स फर्स्ट टाइम कॉलेज के लाइब्रेरी में एंटर किए थे. मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम तुम्हें देखा था और देखते ही मुझे तुमसे प्यार हो गया था. मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम शायद किसी लड़के को इतना गौर से देखा. रादर कहूँ तो मैंने तुम्हें चेकआउट भी किया था. काफी हैंडसम लगे और काफी मेंटेनेंस वाले भी लगे मुझे. तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स तुम्हारा बहुत टांग खींचते थे क्योंकि तुम लाइब्रेरी में किसी छुप छुप के बहुत देखा करते थे. मैं कभी सोचती थी काश वो लड़की मैं हूँ. जब तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स को यह पता चला कि तुम्हें प्यार हो गया है पर लड़की का उन्हें पता नहीं था, वे दिखाते थे इसे उसे दिखाते थे, रादर पॉइंट करते थे क्या वो हमारी भाभी है, पर मुझे कभी पॉइंट नहीं करते थे. दुख तो मुझे उस वक्त लगता जब तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स तुम्हारे नाम किसी और से जोड़ते. काफी जेलस फील होता, पर क्या करूं तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स मुझे कभी नहीं देखते थे. पता है मैं तुम्हें पूरा 1 साल लग गया मुझे अपना बनाने में. वक्त का तो पता ही नहीं चला कि कब तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स मुझे भाभी कहने लगे और तुम्हारे साथ अब बीता हुआ पल मेरे लाइफ का बेस्ट हिस्ट्री बन गया था. मुझे कहते थे ना कि तारे मिल गए हैं या तारे टूट जाते हैं और बहुत खुशी होती है, वो उस टाइप का था. जैसे बोले तो ड्रीम कम ट्रू लग रहा था, पर ये हो नहीं सकता. कभी कभी किसी की बुरी नजर भी लग जाती है, जैसे मेरी रिलेशनशिप को लग गई. पता नहीं किसकी बुरी नजर थी. काश मैंने अपना ईगो या फिर अपना गुस्सा कंट्रोल कर लिया होता तो फिर आज तुम मेरे साथ होते. काश काश मैंने अपना गुस्सा कंट्रोल किया हुआ रहता तो आज तुम मेरे साथ होते. काश, बस ये काश काश ही बन गया. और जब मैं यह समझ पाती कि तुम सही थे और मैं गलत, वक्त का तो पता ही नहीं था. जब तक मुझे पता चलता कि तुम सही थे और मैं गलत। तब तक तुम जा चुके थे। मैं भागी भागी तुम्हारे कॉलेज हॉस्टल पे गई। मैंने तुम्हें आवाज भी लगाया, पर तुम्हारे होते हैं ना जो कमीने फ्रेंड्स, जो रिलेशनशिप को बढ़ावा नहीं देते। उन्होंने कहा कि तुम चले गए हो। मैंने जल्दी से अपना फोन से तुम्हें कॉल भी किया, पर काश दीप तुम उस पार होते, पर तुम नहीं थे। काश मैं यह समझ पाती कि तुम सही थे और मैं गलत। काश मैं यह बोल पाती, बस एक सॉरी दीप, बस एक सॉरी दीप, बस एक सॉरी। थैंक यू मैम।
Sweet. We hope you heal with that. Okay, coming up next, Deepshri Chauhan. Hello, hi.
Hi. So today the topic of my poem is about myself, a contemporary art with a fusion of past. I am relating myself with past, present, and future. So that's the topic. Can I start?
Yes, please.
Thank you. I am a contemporary art with a fusion of past. In a canvas of modernity, I am an art of simplicity. I am a fusion of past, a fusion of yesterday, today, and tomorrow, which always lasts. At times, I am too hard to understand. At times, I am too hard to make you understand. I am a self-made but not selfish. I am my own artist of my own art. I am a modern art with the concept of past, in the thoughts of today with the values of yesterday, a dream for tomorrow which shines always. I am the future, living in the present with a glimpse of past. I am an art to see, not a thought to judge, a contemporary art with a fusion of past. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you so much for those lovely words. Okay, next we have Miss Sakina.
Okay, that's me. Is that right? Only one
Yes, we can.
Sakina?
Yes, yes.
Okay, folks, I am happy to hear you all. You're from in India. I am right down south in Singapore.
Thank you for joining
I
us
hope
from so
you know
far,
where
ma'am.
Thank you. So I've been writing poetry for many, many years. And when I was, some years ago, when I was in Mumbai, and it was monsoon time. And the monsoon here is different, and the monsoons in India are different in the sense that here it just pours and it stops. And in Mumbai, it never stops. It just goes on and on raining. If you go out, you just get wet and come back home, which was very unusual for me. So I wrote about the monsoon because I was not used to it. I couldn't see the potholes and I slipped and I fell and my phone went flying.
Oh
But
my
that's
God.
not about it. Yeah, it's about my feelings about your monsoon. I'm an Indian. I can understand the Hindi and Gujarati and Urdu and I can read and write, no problem. Because I spent some years in India during the war. I'm an elderly person. I'm 80 years old. All right, here is mine. Waltzing in the monsoon. Yeah, monsoon, monsoon. Hear the waltz of the rains. Waltz, waltz, waltz. Let the soaking begin to seep into the crevices, my crevices. Let the moist eyes see the mist on the door pane. Outside in the downpour, the continuous sounds drown the drowsiness. I walk, I jog, and I soak myself in the monsoon's energy. And I feel the embrace in its fragrant wetness, in its closeness. If it is you, then it is you. Oh, monsoon, the Indian Ocean. Thank you. That's it.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. That was so beautiful. We have Madhumita Goswami. Hi,
Good evening.
Madhumita.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good
And
evening.
I'm so happy to be associated with you all. I'm from Delhi, and I'm an army wife and an educator. I have published many short stories and articles in many various newspapers and magazines, but poetry has always remained very close to me, very private. So it has been recently that I have started sharing it in my personal blog, wandermaze.com. And I'm for the first time, I'm sharing it with you all. And I'm a little apprehensive, but I hope you all like it, you will like it. I dedicate this poem to the people of Bengal and Orissa who have been hit hard with the cyclone Amphan. I'm sure you all know. My parents are there and I'm in Delhi, so you can so may all our miseries end soon, and hope that a better future make landfall. That's for everyone. The name of my poem is The Cyclone. The storm brews in the distance. The city waits with abated breath, hopeful that the fury will pass by. But the typhoon creeps stealthily. Sharp, unsheathed torrents pierce through the shield. The hope wavers. Destruction makes its landfall. The rogue cloud shouts the battle cry. Thunder strikes as humanity wreathes in pain. I stand alone in a distant land, a tempest raging inside me. Seething, screeching slams at my window panes. My worries resonate, echoes, and mocks my helplessness. I wish I could fly home by nightfall. A flicker of hope still lingers. The season will change, nature's fury will be calm. The sun will outshine the gloom. Our quota of sorrow will exhaust soon. Happiness will beam, and the iris will bloom again. The harbinger of life, I beckon you, come back. Let the rainbow appear again. Thank you.
Wow. We hope everything is fine back home, and prayers and power to your family. Everything will be fine. Stay strong. Thank you for those lovely words, Madhumita. Coming up next is Geeta Chakraborty.
Good evening. I'm from Kolkata, and my poem is God's Introspection. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
God's Introspection. I created Adam and I created Eve, but today I ask myself, why did I do it? They just make me cry and grieve. Humans, I gifted you something so unique. I gave you the brains to spread goodness, but alas, what a mistake it was. You just harvested madness. Man, you wanted to fly, and I let you, but lo, you flew higher than you should have, and that's sadly true. With the vital senses that I had given you, I wanted you to filter the good from the evil. But what have you done? You've wiped out all the senses and chosen to be a monster, a devil. I gave you the brains, and with it, you created a tool, the remote control. And what a fool you are to think that with this damned tool, the world is under your control. Spirituality, where are you? You seem to have evaporated like the thinnest spirit. Humility no longer exists. Misdeeds are collaborated, and to humanity, man gives a shit. Man has created a device, a phone so smart, so dangerously smart. But believe me, it's a curse. It's a curse in disguise to break families and many an innocent heart. And man, you have not stopped at that. You've gone on to create a virus, a deadly, life-threatening virus. You pushed the entire world behind a mask. You feel victorious, and in its glory, you bask. Oh no, look at the dying exodus, deaths in isolation, none to console, none to condole. Dead bodies are brushing shoulders, graveyards are overflowing. No epitaphs, no prayers, No wreaths, no flowers, none around to shed tears, none around to grieve, none to cry over the dead, and none to lay the lifeless to rest. Greedy folks, you've been up to everything: killing, poaching, hoarding, cloning. And after all these atrocities, don't blame me. Don't blame me, man, if the human race starts drowning. That's God's introspection from Gita. I hope you all liked it. Thank you so
How
much.
lovely, how lovely. Thank you so much, ma'am. Really makes us also
Thank you so much.
introspect, especially in these times. Coming up next is Surbhi Doot.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Surbhi Doot. I'm a finance professional, but I also do this custom writing thing. So I write custom poems for people. So I'll be reading one of those, and it's a love story. And its name is Dancing My Way to Her. So it goes, I was in class hearing music, dancing my routine. She walked in, and my eyes met hers. And there I missed a step. Towards the stairs, I was straight shooting. I saw her graceful dance moves all hour long. Saw her as she listened very carefully when her friend named a song. Took a step to go meet her. Which language really piqued her? She felt so familiar, but what if I was wrong? The next class, I saw her again. Swift and smooth duet dancing. When we finally danced together, her beautiful eyes were fixated on mine. We glided and strided and danced like pros. She was about to speak, but then she froze. She finally left and walked away, ended my hopeful day. The language of dance had proved us a match. Still, I was hesitant, and so was she. I had to take a chance. She was the real catch. I mustered the courage to ask her out in class. She didn't come that day. Oh God, my moment had passed. That hour, I danced alone and sat on that floor. As I was about to leave, I saw her near the door. All my fears came to my mind. Which language was I really going to find? I saw her hand signal to me. Hi, would you like to grab some coffee? My heart jumped. I signaled back. Yes, of course. I know a great coffee place just nearby. Thank you.
Nice one, very pleasant. All right. So up next is Rashmi Lathi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I was actually thinking what to recite, and you just called me in.
So now go with whatever comes first in your page.
Okay, just give me a quick second because everybody almost recited in English. So I was thinking that I should also go for one English one, but I recently wrote one Marathi. So
Oh,
I
lovely.
I hope people here can understand Marathi, then I don't mind reciting that.
I guess a large number of people should be able to understand Marathi.
So if they can, then I will recite, or else I will go for another language. Hindi
No,
or
please,
English.
let's go for something different. Do go ahead. Marathi should be fine.
Should be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So this was a collab with Your Code. So they had given a topic for the day. It named as Manachi Nathi.
Okay.
So like your heart's relation with somebody, something like that. So like basically your relation with anybody. So yeah, Manachi Nathi. गंमत जम्मत करणारी, थोडा रुसवा फुगवा असणारी, नुसतेच नाती नव्हे, जीवा भावाला जपणारी, एकमेकांवर प्रेम लुटवणारी, काही न सांगता समजून घेणारी, माझ्यातलं तुला तुझ्यातलं मला निसंकोचपणे देणारी, काही मैत्रीची तर काही रक्ताची, तर काही कुठलंच नाती नसणारी, मनाची नाती, मनात घर करून रुजलेली, आठवणी घट्ट करून सजवलेली, न बोलता समजलेली, काही एक न सांगता गजबजलेली, मनाची नाती काही न उमजू देणारी. So I don't think so anybody understood over
Oh
here.
no, there are quite a few Marathi people who speak the language. I understand it, and it was quite from the heart. मनाची नाती तुमच्याशी जुडलं आमच्या.
Thank you so much. So this was one. So if there is another time limit,
If
and
you want to take a minute or so, yes, you can.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was again one Marathi one because I'm currently on a track of writing Marathi. So I have these zones where I write English, then I just write Hindi, then I just write English, or I write English. So currently
Okay.
it's Marathi for me.
Okay, can we make a request to take your second one in English, because we have people from all over India and Marathi speaking is right now only a few. So if you're doing a second one, it would be nice to be a little more universal with it, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. So this
All
is what I
right.
wrote for my sister on her birthday. So then as it name, sister. Hey Angel, why are you standing in that angle? You can't be lonely when I'm your sister, one and only. I love you so much because you're adopted from Dutch. You are busiest bookworm. I am laziest in all the terms. You shout. I say, let me just get out. You come back with more jokes. I watch What the Folks. It's an Indian TV series. You don't let me cry. Always make me some chai. Our talks over tea. We fly like a bee. Things always get deeper like sea. Today, you turn 25, gives me a high five all the time. I officially announce you my partner in crime. So this was for her.
Very sweet. Quite dil se.
I
ह्याच्यात पण मनाची नाती.
Thank you again.
Okay, we can see Sachita.
Okay, so can I start?
Yes, hi Sachita.
Hello everyone. Actually, I call it Was It Easy? I look at pages and posts and glamorous pictures they just posted. Did I miss some party or was it them that posted? Well, how does it matter? I love scrolling, but keyboard warriors and 100 opinions. Had it been a street, most would be copped for brawling. So tell me, was it easy to replace walks and strolling with comments and trolling? So tell me, was it easy to go from calm and smiling to jealous and busy? So tell me, was it easy from exchanging native cuisines to defaming cultures, calling them floozy? Oh, social media, I pray to these. Fill us with love and grace in times when we can't agree. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Hi, Prayan.
Hi.
Welcome back. How are you?
I'm fine.
So what are we going to hear from you today?
Hi, I wrote a poem on O Prithvi. O Prithvi, you are my home. O Prithvi, you take our care, but we trouble you very much. So we will say sorry. O Prithvi, O Prithvi, you are my best friend. O Prithvi, O Prithvi, O Prithvi. Thank you.
Thank you. Very sweet one, Prayan.
Thank you. I wrote that poem.
Very proud of you. Thank you for writing it. Do you have anything more you want to recite or only one today?
Yes, if you have time, so I will.
Yes, you can take 1 minute.
Okay. तूने सोचा भूख से मर जाएगा भारत? देख हर खेत में हमारा किसान खड़ा है. चौराहे पे जाने की जिद मत करना. वर्दी पहने ही वहाँ पे भी जवान खड़ा है. तू हमें क्या बीमार करेगा कोरोना? हॉस्पिटलों में भारत का भगवान खड़ा है. जरूरतमंदों की मदद करने के लिए हर जगह मन का धनवान खड़ा है. या तो सिकंदर ने भी घुटने टेक दिए थे. तेरे सामने मेरा भारत महान खड़ा. जय हिंद. Thank you.
वाओ, ये आपकी थी?
No, ये तो अभी वायरल हो रही है ना तो लोन कर.
अच्छा, पापा की है?
नहीं.
नहीं,
तो किसी और ने बनाई.
ओ, किसने लिखी है? आपको नाम पता है उनका?
नहीं.
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं. But very well recited. Guys, Prayan is one of our regular participants and one of the youngest participants we have. His father also is a great, writes very well. And today Prayan has recited one of his own poems and a poem written by somebody else who we don't know. But thank you so much for that wonderful recitation and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Next up, we have Miss Prerna Dedia.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, you are.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am a chartered accountant, a college professor with a passion for reading and writing poetry. So I've written something that I call as the one with the lockdown. So shall I just go on? It's relatively long, but I promise it will get good.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So sitting on the swing by the window, looking over the giant tree outside, I pause to think and wonder at how this new phase unfolds in life. It's been a crazy month lately, and they say it'll only get crazier, with the disease strengthening its hold on us and the doctors getting busier. Fear has become our unwanted neighbor, relentlessly keeps dropping by, with the numbers of new cases and deaths, and with the markets scarily running dry. I would hear of the stories of the crisis, checking the latest statistics each day. With the loss of life, unemployment, and poverty, it's a dreadful disaster, they say. After a few days of keeping up with the news, thinking it's now more important than ever, I decided to take a break from my sanity and go on a news upvas and do myself a favor. I was also determined, as always, to find the blessing in disguise. And so I started on my silver lining spree, and there were so many blessings to find. The first blessing was reminded by the birds. Sitting on this tree, their chirping growing louder. There was also the tree that now looked greener, the sky seemed bluer, the air felt lighter. The noisy roads now are of course quieter, and without humans to disturb its peace, it feels like nature too can breathe again. I hear the dolphins now seem happier in the sea. Dwelling in this happy universe, I too begin to do what makes me happy. I read and write and dance and meditate, do all of the things that make me me. I also smile more and laugh a little louder, be more grateful and say thank you. Because especially in messy times like these, to uplift the world, we must all do what we can do. It's weird how times like these make you question everything about the impermanence of life, about death and its certainty. And suddenly you become a believer of prayer, a believer of the kindness of humanity. You see what a blessing it is to go for a simple walk, to go out for a picnic or a movie with family. You see the ones serving the nation in these hard times with all their bravery. The doctors, bankers, police, the workers, despite their religion, caste, or creed. You see that the adversity indeed brings us closer when the humans help fellow humans selflessly. You see that a nation can glow up with light or ring bells and clap together as a sign of unity. But as we take precautions and stay at home, I wish we look within and deep to understand and appreciate the meaning of life while we pray for the world to heal. I wish that at the end of this, we'll see each place a kinder, happier town. I wish that we'll make the best of this chance. I wish that we open up in this lockdown. Thank you.
Beautiful. The last line especially. Thank you for those lovely words. Okay, I believe we have Sonali from one of the registered participants who's not had her chance. Hi, Sonali.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Very well. How are you?
Very fine.
Tell us, where are you joining from?
I'm from Raipur.
All right.
Thanks for calling my name. I have tried a small write-up on a current situation, current pandemic. And may I start?
Yes, please.
My apology to Lord for all those cutthroat toils and harshness. Ashamed I am of my ungratefulness. Oh God, I pray for forgiveness, your divine forgiveness. On the behalf of my co-creatures, I bow down to you. My reason for existence I owe only to you. I fell for a mere piece of paper, currency I mean, never respected the nature's gift umpteen. Oh pure air, you never despair. I was hopeless, meticulous, yet you hugged me with care. Oh flawless water, for my survival you are a must. You have quenched my thirst. I had taken you for granted just. I built my castles one over the other, trammed the dreams of needy and poor. How I become so mean and cruel. My conscience is stricken so badly today. O King of the world, pardon me, I confess. Your miracles I call out to bless, to bless. Bewitched by a sorcerer, Corona, the killing device. Shield me, armor me, I am under your auspice. I am under your auspice. Please forgive me, forgive me. I apologize again and again. Apologize. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, I sometimes there is even I get this feeling that maybe this is the Mother Nature trying to punish us for things that we should apologize for.
Yeah.
But anyway, we will survive. We'll see this through. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, calling out the people who've come in today to be an audience but have had a urge with and a wonderful stimulation to perform. Up next is Archana Garg.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Oh, I'm Archana Garg from Indrapuram, Ghaziabad. I'm a teacher and a composting enthusiast, trying to live my life with minimum resources. Writing is not my passion, but sometimes I do write. This is an anecdote from my diaries. It's about 1984. I hope everybody can relate what happened in 1984. So here I go. It's about me and my brother, my hero. He was not more than 12 and I was just 10. He was not more than 12 and I was just 10 when in 1984 they assassinated the PM in her den. It was at her residence. It was at her residence that the clay was kept. Thousands of people reached to pay her their last respect. And we were one of them. Daddy and the kids. He was confused and afraid, but for us, it was the ultimate fun. Suddenly, the mob turned furious and went out of control. Nobody could help, not even those who were on patrol. Carelessly, people pushed and elbowed one another. Nobody thought for anyone. No one cared. At that moment, two little arms surrounded me and fought for my freedom. I saw how he made space for me, my little big brother. Though he was crushed himself, but helped me settle. There in that dreadful situation, he treated me like a petal. It was when I was 10 and he not more than 12. Thank you so much.
Very sweet. Very sweet.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kavya?
The first one, a short break. Tracing on the grass, listening to the grass, following the insect, hopping on the grass. Second, the lamp. Glow like a fire as the electric current of wire. Show them yourself on a very big shelf. The fourth one, close your eyes. Don't make a sound. Go to bed, my little pet. The fifth one, cloud nine. I flew up in the sky on cloud nine. It was cold and the world mine. The solo trip, flowing through the rivers, rushing through the trees, riding a bike like a big ocean tide. Thank you.
Very sweet. I see you're quite fond of couplets and sonnets.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Kavya. Keep writing. All the best.